All right. Anyway, that would be my short answer to that question, and I'm sure that more time could be spent on it. Jonathan Wick says, hi. How can one ever be sure that the arguments for God's existence are truly sound? Is it because all current objections fail? Maybe there's an Achilles heel that has not come up yet. Blessings. Jonathan Wick, my response to you here is there's a difference between confidence and what some people call like absolute certainty. And I think William Lane Craig put it this way. He said, certainty is a will of the wisp, or in other words, it's something that you're going to look for and never find. If I'm persuaded by the idea, what if there's a problem with my argument for God's existence that I have not yet found? And this causes me to just a pure hypothetical if that causes me to doubt God's existence. All I have to do is respond with exactly the same amount of iffiness and say, what if there's a problem with the hypothetical if that I just haven't found yet either? And then I'm back to trusting in God. If we're going to waver in our faith in Jesus because of completely unevidenced what ifs, we're going to waver in our faith in everything. Like, I'm going to drink this water, but what if it's poisoned? I mean, I don't think it's poison. I have no reason to think it's poison, but what if there's a reason to think it's poison that I have not yet discovered? I guess I can't drink the water. Like, this is not a reasonable way to approach things. So I think that, the arguments for God are sound, and then therefore you should conclude that you're going to believe that God exists. Like, it's that simple. It's that simple. Please, Jonathan, don't be persuaded by what ifs. Another person has put it this way: possibilities are cheap. Like, but is it possible that Jesus was really put here by aliens who, when he died, they resurrected him with their advanced technology and they were just doing an experiment on our planet? Like, if this persuades you, it's because you're just an unreasonable human. And in which case, there's not a lot of reason that can be applied to this except to show that it's not reasonable, to show this is unreasonable. What if, like some of you guys watch me, you look at my teaching, what if everything Mike says he just makes up on the spot? What if? Well, that's a possibility. But if you live your life like that, you will have a lot of psychological problems. So I will add this, that not only do we have sound philosophical arguments for God's existence, Jonathan, if you're like me, you look at creation and it's obvious that God exists. This is not just a philosophical argument. This is simply a perception. Like, yeah, there's a God. Like, it's just obvious there's a God. Like, look at my cat. Well, that's her tail. Look at this. Look at this kitty. Look at this fuzzy. She's not as fat as she looks. She's like mostly hair. All right. Like, I'm just saying, like, God exists. Consider the fact that you are a thinking, living, reasoning being. You're not just a machine, but like you have self-awareness. Like, there's something in you that is like a soul. Like, whether you have a philosophical argument to go with this or not, there's a God. And I think that the fact of God's existence is a starting point for other things, not just a conclusion we can arrive at with philosophical arguments, which we can.